This is Calocedrus Decurrens, the native incense cedar. But what we've noticed on this wild hillside here is we're getting a lot of browse from deer. There are some deer paths on this hillside. They're coming through, and there is a certain amount of browse that is taking place. We don't want this tree to be damaged at this early, delicate stage. So we're going to put in a couple of stakes and make a little surround of chicken wire to make sure the tree is protected through this first few years of establishment. They're so vulnerable at the beginning, and some deer, even though they may not want to browse the tree much, they'll just taste it to see if they like it, in which case we're getting serious damage. So we don't want the top of this tree chewed off, so we're just going to make a simple surround, and the deer can just walk by and not do any harm. That's our hope. In the case of stakes, anytime we drive in a stake to protect a tree, to support a tree, to screen a tree, we want to make sure we go outside the original root ball. This is only a 5-gallon size, so not a very big root ball. Nonetheless, our stake should be well back and outside that diameter of the original root ball. So we're going to go in with just some small stakes. We're going to go ahead and drive them in. 2 or 3 stakes ought to be enough. We've got a little stake pounder here, very handy tool. A lot safer for the practitioner to use something like this instead of a sledgehammer or another tool. So good handy tool, simple, easy, effective. They never wear out. Okay, well, we've put in our incense cedar, Calocedrus Decurrens, 5-gallon size. We've meshed it with chicken wire because there's been a lot of browse in this region, a lot of deer tracks on the hillside, so we didn't want to put this tree at risk for browse. So we have meshed it with a light chicken wire here. Of course, this is only temporary. We just got to get this crown up and out of harm's way. That'll take a few years though, because these guys are slow at the beginning. Incense cedar is slow at the beginning, but they do accelerate after they establish. So a worthy tree. This precaution was necessary. We don't want the investment of an installation like this and then have the tree be browsed to stumps and killed. So with this particular installation, of the 4 trees we've put in today, we feel this is the greatest at-risk tree. So we have created a protection for it. So it's gone in and we feel pretty good about it. We have high hopefulness for this tree.